Shalom, Call Hala, Yahweh, Bahashem, Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Haraka Kodesh, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatham to the Akim, Wa'akim, out there teaching this word truth in all sincerity, teaching the downfall of Esau, the 2/3, this wicked queendom, and these heathens. I'd like to give a double honor to the High Bayashah, Dawadah, the House of David, Kwame Ashala, Rise Israel, Lama Lam Young, forever and ever. To the 1/3, to the hopeful elect, the 144,000 men that's in this truth. To the 1/3 men, women, and children that's guarding this truth in all sincerity and to the best of their ability. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us of our trespasses as we forgive those that trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine are the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. Lama Lam Young. Amen. I just was reading over here in Jeremiah 51. And before I was reading this, I was reading, that's the spirit 1144, that no weapon formed against you shall prosper. This is Isaiah 54:17. No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem HaMashiach Yahweh Shai, and the righteousness is of me, saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. So I was going over that, and I was thinking, because the Bible says, ask and you shall receive, look and you shall find, seek and you shall find, knock and it shall be opened unto you. It says, let every man worry about his own salvation. He that reads is blessed. So I'm asking and I'm opening this book, and I'm not going to tell you what I'm asking for, but for me, because this, what I'm asking for is not for the 2/3. It's not for the heathens, and it's not for the unbelievers or the faithless, perverse nation. So what I'm asking for is between me and Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, but no buts at all. It's between us. What I was finding, though, is something that I can share, but share that has nothing to do with what I'm asking. Well, not really. Now, I was reading this, and yes, I'm going to go over the whole Jeremiah 51. And slack if I mess some things up, but I'm not trying to. It says, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, behold, I will rise up against Babylon, which is, this is America and South America and all these other countries that are, being Babylonian. And against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me. So he's talking about people that are dwelling in these lands that are rising up against him. And when he's talking about rising up against him, he's talking about his children. Now, Slacky, I was laying down. Let me sit up because I want to get good in this. He's talking about his children, the Israelites, and his laws, statutes, and his commandments. Okay. This is First Peter 4:17. See, it says, "For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of God," which is the Israelites, Yahweh. "And if it first begin at us, what the end be of them that obey not the gospel of Yahweh." Okay, of God, right? Okay, so he says that rise up against me. Slakia. I hate it when that happens. Okay, that rise up against me. To be against him means you must be Satan. Because to be against God, Yahweh, who is against God. Look. Okay. To be against something means to be an enemy. Okay? God's enemy. Okay, they're trying to just hide everything, but I'm just going to get to the point. It's Satan. 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 The definition of Satan. Satan right here, the prince of evil spirits, the adversary of God. Okay? The prince of evil spirits. That's not talking about the person in heaven. No. The evil spirits are the people that are against him. Who, what does it say right here? Fudge. Okay, I'm sorry again. That rise up against me. Okay, so if you're against him, you're Satan, right? You're an adversary. You're against him, you're Satan. So make sure you understand. Adversary. One's opponent in contest, conflict, or dispute. Adversary. This is Psalm 74:10. O God, how long shall the adversary reproach? Shall the enemy blaspheme thy name forever? Okay. So the people that are going against Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai are the enemy. Okay? You do not love him because he says, if you love me, keep my commandments. Okay? So, with this being said, it says adversary being, in reproach. So, when you're being reproached, it says that you're blessed. Okay? So, as men, remember, it says, blessed is he who is reproached for my name's sake. Alright. So this is Luke 6:22. It says, blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company, and shall reproach you and cast out your name as evil for the sake for the son of man's sake. Okay, so we went there, got that. All right, so now we're gonna go back. So Satan, the adversary of God, they're talking about the 2/3. Okay, yeah, let me pull that. 2/3. If you're a 2/3, you're an adversary of God. He says he's gonna kill 2/3 of his own people. Okay, so being a 2/3, in which 2/3 equals 66.6. Zechariah 13:8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, and the third shall be left, therein. Okay? So the third shall be left therein. So we already know, Slakia. We already know, fuck, dude, come on, the bullshit. What the fuck? This should be doing whatever it wants to do. 2/3 to a decimal. Alright. So if you get down to 2/3, it's 0.6666, right? That's the devil's number right there. So the number should be Revelation, not the number of the tribe. Okay. Alright, so this should go to Revelations. Okay. No, this is talking about Yahushua. Okay, fuck it. Mark. Foreheads. Here we go. So the 66.6. This is Revelations 13 through 16. It says, and he causes both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their hand, their right hand, or on their foreheads. So right now, what are we in? We're in the situation where they're going to cause people to start taking this coronavirus thing, right? All right. If you already went over my other video, you would see that they got $138 million to get syringes that are already full with the vaccination. So that means they already have the vaccination. They don't need a year to do it. Okay, so the number in their head. Okay, yeah. So 17, and no man might buy or sell, say he that hath the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So you guys are the 2/3. You've already basically accepted it. You know, you're created for what you're gonna do. Okay. So we're gonna go into that. We're gonna go back to here. And destroying wind, which is gonna be destroying destruction. Okay. And will send unto Babylon fanners. So what is he doing? He's creating a fire. So whenever you want a fire to blow, like when you're camping, you fan it. You fan it till it get hotter and hotter. That shall fan her and shall empty her land. So when you fan something, you start blowing stuff away. Like what happens when the fan's blowing? It's blowing stuff away, right? Or the flames start getting hotter. For in the day of trouble, which is talking about Jacob's trouble, they shall be against her round about. So everybody right now is turning up and becoming against this land. Okay? Because everybody's protesting. They're protesting. They're talking about, hey, where's the they need more than, what the fuck is it called? They need more than the stimulus check. It's not enough. People are going to the government in Wisconsin with guns. And so on. So this is 3. And it says, against him that bendeth the archer, bendeth his bow. Okay. So this is talking about missiles. Okay. So it's starting to talk about these missiles. and against him that lifted himself up in his uh, Burgundyne, and spare ye not her young men, destroy ye utterly all her hosts. So it's talking about the men in here. They're talking about destroying this place. So in the beginning of January, when they killed Soleimani and all those things, we've been getting, since the beginning of the year, there's been rumors of wars. We've been having earthquakes in diverse places. We just had an earthquake tonight in Nevada. So we're in the time. If you really think about it, you don't even really need to think. You should be able to see we're in the time where we are about to have the war going. Right now you got China and Russia going at it again. So they're saying there's not gonna be no more iPods and stuff sitting here. But they're at it over some Hawaii, whatever it's called, some computer shit. Right? Probably some stuff for war. But let's continue on. Thus the slain shall fall in the land of the Chaldeans, and they that thrust through in the street. Oh, slack it. And they that are thrust through in her streets. So it's talking about war. And when it's talking about thrust through, it's talking about bullets going through, because we don't use swords no more. Well, niggas might get stabbed up too. Same shit. Now, for everybody that's like, because right now, we crying out loud. We praying. So I'm going to read this verse. Okay, this is Ezekiel 9 and 6. Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children. So for all you women and all you people and women that are like the children aren't gonna get thrust through, and it says slay utterly. To utterly slay something. Let me show you what that means. Slay utterly. Modern adaptation inspired. That's a movie. Well, you know what slay means. You should already know what utterly means. I ain't gonna fucking. It means to destroy completely. So that means that the children, the maids, the old, the young, it doesn't fucking matter. He's destroying you. If you're 2/3, he's gonna kill his own people. He's already told you. So don't you women say, "Oh, I'm going to church. Jesus is my boyfriend, husband, whatever the hell y'all be saying." No, he's not. He's about to destroy you completely. Let me show you that if you don't fucking understand how fucking bad this is gonna be. That's not what it's supposed to say. Look. This is Revelations 14 and 20. And the winepress was trodden without the city. Okay. So that means the winepress was trodden without the city. The city's destroyed, man. It's being destroyed. And right now, that's what's starting to happen. And the blood came out of the winepress, even unto the horse's bridle. Let's show, so you know what that means. Let me show you what a horse's bridle. Okay. So the bridle of a horse, parts of a horse. The bridle. Let's see. See that? It's going to be all the way up to the horse's head. It's going to be all the way up to the horse's head. This is the bridle. The little thing. Western bridle. This thing that wraps around the horse's head. Up to the horse's head, the bridle. So that's a lot of blood, bro. Let's get it so you understand. It's going to be up to the horse's head, basically. By the space of 1,600 furlongs. I don't know what the fucking furlong is, but we can look it up. You want to see what a furlong? Let's look it up. I don't want to leave y'all not knowing. An eighth of a mile, 220 yards. So now I know, 220 yards. There we go. See, there's nothing wrong with looking shit up. So we went over that. Okay, so he said slay utterly. He just showed you 2/3, you people that are going to be destroyed. Blood to the horse's bridle. Men, women, children. He already told you that's what's going to happen to you women and your kids. Raped and ravished. Make sure you understand this. Let's get it. Isaiah 13:16. The children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their house shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished. So you're going to get raped. Okay? Your kids are going to get dashed to pieces. You're going to eat your own kids in this day too. Okay? So for you guys to be like, oh, he loves me. No. If you don't, he says, if you love me, keep my commandments. If you're not keeping his commandments, you don't love him. Okay? If you love me, let's just keep it simple. Okay? Fuck. If ye love me, this is John 14:15. If ye love me, keep my commandments. That's plain out and simple. You want to see if you don't love him? I'm just going to show it because he says it twice. If you love me, keep my commandments. For the love of God, it's keep the commandments. So if you don't, here, the wages of sin, just so you know, this is Romans. So I don't want you guys crying like little bitches. So you didn't know. Romans 6:23. For the wages of sin is death, but the gift of Yahweh, God, is eternal life through Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, our Lord. Okay? So, Jesus Christ, our Lord. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Okay? So, the wages of sin is death. Right? So, he says, whoever don't love me loves death. Right? Let's get it. Proverbs 8:36. But he that sinneth against me wrongeth his own soul. So you don't wrong your life, you wrong your own soul. All they that hate me love death. Okay, so what is the love of God? To keep his commandments. All they that hate me, so all the 2/3, everybody that's going against him, which means the adversary of God, you guys are Satan, you love death. Plain out and simple. So you have no explanation. So when he says slay utterly, old, young, both maids and little children and women, now you understand exactly why he's saying that. But come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and be beginning at my sanctuary. Remember, he said he's going to start at the house of God. We already went that. And begin in my sanctuary. Then they begin at the ancient men which were before the house. Now, I know you guys are like, well, that's old stuff. Okay. Let me make sure you understand. So you understand. Let's make sure, because I don't want you to make any excuse. I don't want you to make any excuse. Ecclesiastes 1:9. The thing that hath been, okay, so that had been, right, is that which shall be. So then that's about to happen again, correct? And that which is done is that which shall be done. So that's about to be done, right? Because that was which was done. And there is no new thing under the sun. Are you still under the sun? Let's make sure we clarify this so you guys can't say, oh, he did away with all those laws, statutes, and commandments. This is why you have to be able to put this stuff together, okay? This is Matthew 5:18. For very I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass. Have we been in heaven yet? Right? It's earth, it's heaven here on earth, right? You guys are like, what are you talking about? Okay. Okay, did we not just go over the prayer? Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Okay, so till heaven and earth pass. Has heaven and earth passed? Then there's nothing new under the sun. So that means that the law, the statutes, and the commandments are still in order. One jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law till it all be fulfilled. I know you guys are like, wow, it's all fulfilled because Yahushua or Jesus Christ died, right? No. 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 Okay? He was a sacrificial lamb so that you don't have to make sacrifices. Okay? Plain out and simple. Nothing has changed. And here, he even says right here, just so you know, I did not come to abolish the law. So this is Matthew 5:17. Think not that I come to destroy the law, right? Or the prophets. So the people that are out here on the streets telling you, or the people making videos that are telling you that the law is still in effect. Why? Because you're still under the sun. Why? Because you're still on earth. Why? Because heaven has not passed. Why? Because everything has not been fulfilled. And guess what? When everything is fulfilled, means you'll still be under the law. Okay, there we go. No, because we'll be under the law. And we'll be under the law. We'll understand everything righteously then. You know, so until all be fulfilled. You know, in order for all to be fulfilled, that means that Esau has already done his 1,000 years of slavery. Has that already done? No. So all hasn't been fulfilled. So has Judah gone home? No, that has not been fulfilled yet. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. Okay. Fulfill, right? Till all be fulfilled. Those are two different things, right? He said he came to fulfill the law, and he said until all be fulfilled. Okay, so it's not all fulfilled. Just in case you think that we're bullshitting. 19 says, whoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments and shall teach men so, your pastors, right, to tell you it's okay to go ahead and have different husbands, right? Go ahead, you could divorce your husband. When the law says that you as a woman cannot divorce your husband, go ahead, you can go get you a job. Go ahead, you could preach. When he says that a woman doesn't have any authority over a man, right? Once again, women, if you don't fit Proverbs 30-32, you will be counted as a shameless dog. Now, there are the harlots and things like that. So not every woman. There are going to be some things. But you women, you better start reading Proverbs 30-32. So he shall be called the least in the kingdom. Damn. So if this person is going to be called least in the kingdom, and you women, kingdom of heaven, and you women that don't honor your husband will be least in the kingdom, you're going to be under this nigga still. So a man's still going to be ahead of you. Even though he's least in the kingdom, you're still going to be even leaser. You're going to be the least. You'll be underneath him. But whoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. Damn. So a woman that honoreth her husband shall be judge of wise of all once we get to the kingdom, right? Don't you want to be wise? You be like, nah, I'm good. I'm going to do what I want. Okay. Well, that's why you're a 2/3. That's why you'll be destroyed. Don't ask me. I really don't give a fuck. I'm just telling you what it is. Blood off my hands. And I guess you could say I give a fuck because I'm telling you this shit. Alright, so nothing's passed and nothing's changed, right? Nothing new under the sun, correct? He already said started, which were before the house, right? Okay, the ancient. Okay, so we went back. Nothing new. You know, what has been shall be. He's going to he's going to destroy. He's going to slay utterly everybody, right? Okay, cool. Let's get that. All right. He already said start at the house of who? His house. So you Israel, you 2/3, you're going to be destroyed first. All right. So let's get back to it. Now remember, the people that's following the rules, no weapon formed against them shall prosper. So while everybody else is getting destroyed, you shall be fine. You shall not, there shall be nothing done to you. And as a matter of fact, so if you're worried about your kids, let me make sure you get that. So second Esdras, for you men. I mean, if you a woman and you believing, and I mean, you got your kids and your husband's dead, it's a little different. You need to look for a man of the Lord. But hey, right now, a lot of these men are wicked. You going to go where he goes. So, I mean, if you following, and I mean, they're the 1/3 women, they're going to get in, you know what I mean, and the harlots. So, second Ezra 2:29, my hands for you, these are for your kids, the ones that are actually, because, you know, he's going to slay all the other kids, but the ones that are in the truth and that are actually learning, men, your house. So it says second Ezra 2:29, my hand shall cover thee, so that thy children shall not see hell. Boom. Oh, and for you women that are like, oh, I don't want to share a man, and you think only the one woman's going to get saved, okay, let me show you. Ha ha ha. Let me show you. So all the women that are in the house of this man that this man is sleeping with, and the children that are in there, Acts 16:31, and they said, believe on the Lord Jesus Christ, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, and thou shalt be saved in thy house. Thy house. Right? Thy house. What is your house? Your wife, your kids. And since you're allowed to have multiple wives, your wives and your kids. So you women that are like, oh, snaps, I can't, I don't have a man, or that man already has a woman. You better learn to go be a sister wife. Thy house, okay? So there we go. Let's get back in it. So, right here. So where are we at? Talking about the slaying. Okay, we're talking about for Israel have not been forsaken. So his people won't be forsaken. Nor Judah of his God, Yahweh, or the Lord of hosts, Yahweh B'Shem Yahshai, thou their land was filled with sin against the Holy One of Israel. So he's talking about over Israel, right? Israel's filled with sin. And the land we're in right now is filled with sin. It says, flee out the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his own soul. Remember, every man his own soul, and deliver every man his own soul. Let's get that. We'll go right here. that the one? No. Okay, we'll go right there. That will work. This is Philippians 2 and 12. Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only. So even when you don't think he's there, we still being good, right? But now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling, right? Why does it say with fear and trembling? Let's get it. So, with fear, Proverbs 9 and 10. Proverbs means laws. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and knowledge, and the knowledge of the holy is understanding. So you're working out your own salvation with fear and trembling, right? So you're walking slowly, you're fearing, you're with using wisdom, you're having the beginning of wisdom. Okay? So you're getting the beginning of Sophia. Alright, so let's get it. Alright, so everybody's fleeing out, right? And deliver every man his own soul. So you got to work out your own salvation. Be not cut off in her iniquity. So basically, you want to be in this. You don't want to be cut off. You want to be following the law, statutes, and commandments. You don't want to become a 2/3. That we already went over that. The 2/3. Because when you're cut off, you're dead. For this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. So right now we're in the time of the Lord's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense. So there is about to be some destruction coming. Some destruction coming. I don't think y'all heard me. There is about to be some destruction coming. Okay, it says Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand. And made all the earth drunken. So basically, Babylon, everybody been over here, in America, you know how they doing. They over here fucking just acting like rich, using money, printing money. Still, Babylon been doing whatever. Drunken, The nations have drunken her of her wine. Therefore, the nations are mad. So all these other nations have followed in the ways of the Babylon, United States. The women are out of order. Even over in the Middle East, they're following these ways. They're wearing pants, uncovering their faces, uncovering their heads, talking back to their men, getting divorces, taking money, doing all this stuff. And they're mad. People are mad. This is crazy. These women, everybody's following in these ways. Now you got the coronavirus and everything else going on. It says Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Whoo! So guess what? So all this stuff that's going on is done already. It's already written that this place is done. That's why it says that he knoweth that he have a short time. Okay? This is why you should be rejoicing. Revelation 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. This is the heavens, heaven on earth. Remember, we're here. Remember, during tribulations, nothing's gonna touch us. Even the beasts of the field is gonna be friends with us. Our children shall be covered. It says that even all this famine and stuff that's coming, it says my people shall eat. Remember that. My people shall eat, okay? Isaiah 65 and 13. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, God, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. See, you should be rejoicing right now. Okay? It just said rejoice, ye heavens. So right now, heaven and earth, the transition is coming. And ye that dwell in them. So he's going to destroy everybody because we're dwelling in this place right now, right? Woe means death, and to the inhabitants of the earth. and of the sea. So all these people that are on this earth that are not, you know what I mean, that aren't going to be taken, that aren't going to be saved, death unto them. For the devil is coming down upon you, unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. Okay, so that's what we know we're at. It's a short time coming, right? So what did we just say? It's falling and being destroyed. They're trying to get out these shots and stuff because it's destroyed. It's far fallen. It fell. How's the economy going to come back up? It's done. It fell. Take balm to her pain. This little shit that they giving these stimulus checks, that's the balm they trying to give for the pain, trying to act like you like, oh, it's good, like everything's good, but that shit don't work, right? Because it says what? It says a gift destroyeth the heart. So this is confusion. It's fucking your mind up. You know, you took the money and went and spent it, gave it right back to Esau. It says Ecclesiastes, not Ecclesiasticus, Ecclesiastes 7:7. Surely oppression make a wise man mad. Yes, we're mad. We understand what's going on. We've been pissed. But we're rejoicing right now because we're seeing what's going on. And a gift destroyeth the heart. So this money that they're giving you, it destroys your heart. See, you guys were all excited like, yo, I just got this, making memes, doing all that other bullshit. But guess what? I got my 1200. I'm good. Guess what? Y'all broke again right away, right? Because you still stuck in the system that you couldn't come up out of. Remember? You stuck in the system that you could not come up out of. When he told you to come up out of there, he said, come up out of her. Remember, hold on. That's why you stuck there. Come up out of her. Remember, he told you that. Revelations 18:4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins. Okay, so what happens in the partaking of the sins? Death. Because what is it? The wages of sin equals death. So you receive and you partake in this way. You become a 2/3. You get a gift from this place and you're like, oh, it's okay. I'm going to fall into her. That ye receive not the plagues. That's what it's saying, the death. Now, it does say you use the world, not abuse it. Get it? I understand. You get the money, you use it for something. Yeah, cool. Got it. I understand. I ain't tripping on that. You know what I mean? You gotta eat whatever. You gotta buy you some toilet paper, wipe your little booty, and all kinds of shit. Get that. I understand. But back at it. All right. So if so, it says if so be she may be healed. So they think that little money that they're giving out, or even in Canada and these other places, is giving out $2,000 a month. That shit sound dope. Fuck it, give me the 2,000. You know, fuck it, I'll use it. Fuck it. But guess what? I'm not trying to stay here. I really don't give a fuck. I want shit to speed up even quicker. So for why y'all crying about this, let me just show you that he's going to speed up the days for the elect's sake. So shit's going to get faster and faster. This destruction's coming. You're not going to be able to escape it. Okay? You're not going to be able to escape it. Don't try to escape it. Okay? It says this, Matthew 24:22. And expect those days should be shortened. So everything's seeming shortened, right? It's going faster, right? The plagues, the pestilence, everything's going, right? Because it seems like just a little bit ago, we was hearing the rumors of war and destruction, and now we actually having problems. Woo! Slocky, I don't know what the fuck that was. That scared shit out of me. It says, should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. Right? So the time is going to speed up. Why do we got to be punished more? It says our punishment is done, right? Okay, so we already see what's going on, right? So this is the best part about it. They're gonna say like all this money and shit that ain't gonna work. It says we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her. So people are just gonna say fuck this place. Forsake mean fuck, like fuck this place. Forsake her, and let us go everyone into to its own country. So people gonna try to leave this place. They've already started doing that. You see what's going on in these other countries. You see the Africans the Hamites and the Moabites, you know, the Africans and the Chinese, they're fighting and they're trying to separate. You know what I mean? So you see that shit going. Trying to send each other back to their own countries and shit. Okay. For her judgment reaches unto the heavens and is lifted up even unto the skies. You know why they're saying that? Because people are starting to see more of the chariot sightings as well. So when he comes and he cracks the sky open, because there's people posting more pictures of the chariot sightings too. So this is Galatians. So all y'all niggas have been laughing. Galatians 6 and 7. Be not deceived. God is not mocked. Yahweh is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth. Oh, well, yeah, that shall he reap. So that shall he reap. That is correct. It should be right there. What the heck? The earth is going to shatter and split. It just says God is going to crack the sky, whether you would believe it or not. I don't know what the heck. But anyway, he's going to crack the sky open. He's coming in the clouds. I know that. I'm going to put that. All right. It says Revelation 1 and 7. Behold, he cometh in the cloud, and every eye shall see him. So people are starting to see him, see this stuff coming. And that's why they're trying to create this space war and all this other stuff. And they that which pierced him and all kindreds of the earth shall well because of him, even so, amen. So that goes back to there's nothing new under the sun, because the ones that pierced him, you guys are here now. Everybody that was here then is here right now in this time. So prepare yourself, man. Prepare yourself. Like, gird up them loins, because it's time, man. It's fucking time. Okay? So this is 10. It says, the Lord hath brought forth our righteousness. Come, and let us declare in Zion the work of the Lord our God. Okay. Who's going to come and declare? Who gets to come and declare? Not everybody. The 1/3, men, women, and children. The 144,000. The one from a city that he's going to choose. Everybody else is going to be destroyed by the sword. The one grape from the cluster. Make bright the arrows, gather their shields. The Lord hath raised up the spirits of the kings of the Medians, or the Medes, and the device, and for her devices against Babylon. So destroy it, because it is the vengeance of the Lord and the vengeance of his temple. Okay, so he's going to use everybody. Everybody's about to destroy this place. So you see this? This is what it's talking about. Everybody's going to destroy this place all the way through. It's talking about the waters, abandoning the treasures. So people are going to be leaving their stuff. I'm going to skip through, because he that made the earth by his power, he that established the world by his wisdom, and stretched out the heaven by his understanding. When the uttereth his voice, there is a multitude of waters in heaven, and he causes the vapors to ascend from the ends of the earth. He that maketh lightning. Man, it's about to be crazy. It's like, I'm trying to find. Okay, so this is what I wanted to skip down to. Alright. So we all see everybody that made graven images and falsehood, and you guys, it's talking about the falsehood and everything right here, right? Okay, so people that you went and you had the vanity, you in the time of visitation here on this earth, it says that you're gonna perish, right? So this is the part where it gets good. It says the portion of Jacob is not like them. For he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance. The Lord of hosts is his name. Yahweh Shemeshai. Thou art my battle axe and the weapons of war. For with thee I will break in pieces of the nations and will destroy kingdoms. Okay, so let's get it. You know what? Let's get that. Just so we get it. Daniel 7 and 18. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. Okay. So the saints is going to do that. Who did he just say? Jacob's the former of all things. We just said all those things that's about to happen. When all these missiles and all this shit that's about to happen. What's going to happen? What's about to happen? Let's get it. Nope. That's not the one. This is it. Isaiah 59 and 19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and the glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up the standard against him. So, what did we just go over? Right here, right? Okay, right? So, all these people were going to come against this place, right? Sworn, right. Power established, all this shit, right? But what did he just say? Thou art my battle axe, my weapon of war. Hold on. The portion of Jacob is not like them. So everybody else that's here, the portion of Jacob is not like them. So when he says it, when all these people hate you and they separate you, remember you are blessed. Remember you are not of the world. Remember, you're not of the world. Even though those other people look like Israelites, that shit does not fucking matter. John 17. They are not of the world, even as I am not of the world. You're not of the world, right? The fuck? Come on, dude. Okay, there we go. You're the battle axe. You're the former of all things. And Israel is the rod of his inheritance. Okay? And it says right here, and they will I break in, and with thee will I break in pieces the horses and his riders. And with thee will I break in the pieces the chariots and his rider. So when this shit goes down, Jacob's the former of all things. Hey, hold on before I do that. Nah, that's not the one. Darn it, I just lost mine. I just lost what I was about to do. Oh. So just so you know. This is Isaiah 14 and 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and will choose Israel, and set them in their own land. And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. Okay, we already just went over that. I just want to add that in there. Slakia. I just want to add that in there when he was talking about the Zion. Let us declare in Zion the work of the Lord. Okay, so he's choosing Israel. He ain't choosing everybody. And the 2/3 you ain't going either. Okay, so And with thee I will break. Okay, so we already went over that. With thee I will break in pieces man, woman, and with thee I will break in pieces old and young. And with thee I will break in pieces the young man and his maid. So, as you can see, well, we can jump down to 24. And I will render unto Babylon and to all the inhabitants of the Chaldea all their evil that they have done to Zion in your sight, saith the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yeshai. Uh-oh. Let's make sure you understand that too. Let's get that. So whatever your reward is Revelations 18:6. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works. In the cup, what cup did he just say he was holding? A golden cup, right? In the cup which she hath filled to her double. So that gold cup you fill, yeah, you about to get it. Remember that. So this is the time that we're in, just to let you know. So expect people to start having spiritual powers. You should start seeing people more with attitude, more fight. Shit just happening. The Most High is putting the spirit even amongst the brothers to start fighting with each other because we don't like each other. You know what I mean? It's starting to be separation. You're starting to see who the real brothers is and who the other brothers ain't. You know what I mean? So this is the time that we in. We're in this time, man. Expect for spiritual power. So I keep saying the Most High doesn't like anything unevenly yoked. So let's make sure. So you understand that. Since they're going to release all this stuff and come in like a flood, since they're trying to get all this stuff, they're doing $138 million to go ahead and get these vaccinations and stuff, right? Remember, this is 2 Corinthians 6:14. Be ye not unevenly yoked together with the unbelievers. So all you people that don't believe, whatever you 2/3, and people that say, oh, you the same people that say, oh, the coronavirus is nothing. Oh, this is not going to do nothing. Oh, basketball season's about to start back up. Yeah, bread and circus and all that bullshit. Yeah, you're going to get it all back, right? But there's going to be you don't get nothing for free. Remember, there's always something. Remember, the Bible says not to owe. It says, for what fellowship hath righteousness with unrighteousness? And what communion have light with darkness? Huh? So how are we supposed to hang out? Y'all the enemy. You the 2/3. You against the Most High. You the adversary of Yahweh Shem Yeshai. So you the adversary of his prophets. Remember, he didn't come here to destroy the prophets. Like y'all want to go against the prophets. He didn't come here to destroy the prophets. He didn't come here to change the word. So y'all that want to go against him shall be destroyed in your iniquity. Remember, he said, do not be cut off. You do not want to be cut off. You do not want to be cut off because what's about to come is about to be devastating. Remember, he's going to use Israel. He chose Israel. It's going to be his rod. That's his inheritance. That's going to be his destruction. So he's going to lift the standard on them. So their spiritual power is going to come back. So expect in these next couple months. Expect, man, if not days. Expect people to start realizing they got spiritual power. Expect that. Because the closer you get, because Trump's like, it's a year until we get the vaccination, but you just sent 138 million to these people to fill up the needles for vaccination. So that means that you have the vaccination already. So expect when you guys come forward, because you already said you got the military set up. Expect when you guys come forward that the Most High is going to start releasing spiritual power upon people. Seeing people get healed. Seeing people that you ain't never seen walk before start walking. And expect animals to start fucking more people up. There's already animals escaping. And that's the spirit right there. I said that you heard the chicken. They ain't playing. They know what it is. Expect it. Expect you 2/3, you unbelievers. Let your pit bulls and shit, they gonna tear your ass up. And I'm just gonna end it with that. I'm gonna end it with that. You know what I mean? That's the spirit right there. It's 12:43. It's about to be 44. You know what? That's the spirit. You know what I mean? That is the spirit. So, how about Shem Yashai? You know, I hope this was edifying, man. That you get what time we in. That you get and see and understand what is about to happen, because how about Shem Yashai is coming. That's why the Pentagon already had to release those so-called UFOs, those IFOs, because they know he's coming in the clouds, man. He's coming with the sword, and he ain't coming to be friendly. And he gonna allow these spirits to come out, and these spirits gonna start attacking you guys. You gonna have different people, vengeance, race wars, all kinds of shit is about to crack off. Expect it. Expect it. You better expect it, because you know what? He cannot lie. As a matter of fact, let me pull that verse. And that's the spirit, because that's 12:44. He cannot lie. Just so you think that it's a joke or a lie, I want to make sure that you know that he cannot lie. I'm trying to find it. Well, there's a verse that says that he can't lie. I'm going to end it right there because it's 12:44. That's enough anyway. That's the spirit, and he can't lie. So, man, shalom.